Right now, somewhere in the Arctic, the temperature is sitting at minus 50 degrees. The wind out there doesn't just feel cold, it strips exposed skin in minutes. Animals aren't hiding from it. They're sleeping in it, hunting in it, raising their young in it like it's completely normal. If you got dropped there with nothing, you'd last about an hour. So how do they actually do it? And I don't mean the answer everyone already knows. Not just thick fur. That's the part that's true but barely scratches the surface of what's actually happening with these animals. The real story is way more interesting. We're talking about animals that freeze completely solid and then walk away in spring like nothing happened. Blood that keeps working in temperatures that should make it stop entirely. And bodies that can switch parts of themselves off on purpose when things get too extreme. Let's start with the most unbelievable example, because nothing else really compares. The wood frog freezes every winter. Not gets really cold. Not slows way down. Freezes solid. Ice forms around its organs, then its brain, then its heart stops beating completely. By every definition we use to determine if something is alive, a frozen wood frog is dead. And then spring comes. It thaws out. And hops away like nothing happened. The secret is sugar. Right before temperatures drop, the frog's liver floods its entire body with glucose, which works like antifreeze, protecting its cells from being torn apart by ice crystals from the inside. The frog is essentially pickling itself every single winter just to survive until spring. And almost nobody has ever heard of it. Now go underground, because something almost as strange is happening beneath the tundra. Arctic ground squirrels go into hibernation, and during that hibernation their body temperature drops to around minus 3 degrees Celsius. That is the most extreme supercooling ever recorded in any mammal on Earth. Their blood doesn't freeze. Their organs don't rupture. Their cells just sit there in a state that genuinely should not be biologically possible, 4 months at a time. And then spring comes and they walk away completely fine. Two completely different animals. Two completely different solutions. Both of them treating being frozen as something temporary rather than an ending. Now the muskox, because everyone talks about the coat, and yes, the coat is incredible, but it is honestly not the most interesting thing going on here. Muskoxen can deliberately shut down blood flow to their own legs when the cold gets extreme enough. Their bodies actively redirect warm blood to the core and just let the limbs go cold. Controlled hypothermia, chosen by the animal itself, on purpose. And on top of that, muskox hemoglobin is about 3 times less temperature sensitive than ours, meaning their blood keeps delivering oxygen to tissue that is nearly frozen, tissue where our blood would have already completely stopped working. The coat is not the story. The blood is the story. Polar bears are next, and there is something about them that almost everyone gets wrong. Polar bear fur is not white. Each individual hair is hollow and transparent. Light passes through it and scatters, which is what creates the white appearance we all picture. Underneath all of that, the skin is completely black. That hollow structure is not just about camouflage either. It traps warm air inside, and the dense underfur underneath holds it all in place. What looks like a white fur coat is actually just an optical effect sitting on top of black skin surrounded by natural insulation. Now here is something that happens months before winter even starts, and I think this one is genuinely the most underrated thing on this entire list. In late summer, Arctic foxes start killing more prey than they can eat in one sitting. For a long time researchers thought this looked like pointless aggression. It is not. The fox is planning ahead. It buries those extra kills across its territory, building a food stockpile months before winter snow makes hunting nearly impossible. By the time the harsh weather actually arrives, the fox is not out there hoping to get lucky. It is working through a pantry it built back when food was easy to find. And then there are the animals that get through winter without eating at all. King penguin chicks can fast for up to 5 months straight, losing up to 70% of their body mass, running almost entirely on fat reserves stored before winter even arrived. 70% of their body weight, gone. That is not skipping a few meals. That is a body running on a 5-month countdown timer that was built in before it was ever needed. Even just walking on Arctic ice turns out to be a problem worth solving. Polar bear claws are so developed that researchers describe them as natural crampons, letting a 1,000-pound animal sprint across slick ice, dig in for traction, and dive into freezing water without losing its footing once. And Arctic fox paw pads are packed with fat that stays soft even in extreme cold, with tissue layers underneath that actively prevent frostbite. Their feet are literally engineered against it. Every single step. So when you put all of this together, thick fur is almost the least interesting part of the whole picture. Frogs that die every winter and come back in spring. Squirrels with blood that refuses to freeze. Muskoxen that sacrifice their own limbs to protect their core. Polar bears whose white coats are really just black skin wrapped in hollow transparent hair. Foxes that plan their food supply months in advance. Penguin chicks running on a 5-month fat countdown. Every single one of these animals is out there right now, doing all of this, without ever thinking about it once.